Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you the performance for this machine. It's an 8600G APU from AMD, an amazing product. It's now available for 160-170 euros, so I think that's a good idea to pick it up if you want a very compact and efficient system and you want to do some tuning. And because the system is super fun to tune, when I say super fun, I mean also it takes a lot of time to properly tune every single core with curve offset. You can see that I'm running with a stock cooler. I have a fan placed on the RAM, but it's spinning at very slow speed, and I don't think it's really necessary. And the motherboard is on a B650M-H from Asrock, but I'm running with the HDV BIOS so that I can have access to curve undervolt for every single core. Now the system settings for the game, I mean Battlefield 6, are this. So you have FSR set to performance, and performance overlay with everything so that I can show everything. And what else? I always get mixed up with this custom. So yeah, it is. So I think I have high texture and everything else set to low. I don't know if I can disable. No, there's no way to disable the post-processing that I hate. I can turn off the screen space, and that is probably gonna give you more FPS. I've been running around 56 FPS currently. You can see 50 here. Oh, no, you can't see that because it's up there. So here's the performance overlay for Battlefield. Here you can see another area where you can see the settings. The game looks amazing with the settings. Really, it's really well built. It's a very good game in my opinion, because it's able to scale from low settings to high settings in a very nice way. And when you play with low settings like this, it looks like a beautiful version of Battlefield 6, for example, Battlefield 5, for example, or Battlefield 4 at very high settings, instead of most modern games where you lower the setting to the minimum and you just get a blurry mess. And at the same time, with modern games, from high to maybe ultra, it doesn't really change anything, so the scaling is awful. Like in modern games, you basically want to run everything between medium and high, and every other settings is trash for one reason or the other. Okay, so I'm trying to focus on the performance counter up there. I don't know why there's no players coming, so I might as well show you some settings. So here's the hardware info. I've been playing for a couple of matches, maybe 1 hour, and power consumption is around 88 watt, peak 85 average, and that is about what the cooler can sustain. So I'm probably a little bit thermal limited. No, not really. I mean, I'm around 80 degrees apparently, so that means I could get maybe a little bit more of performance out. I mean, I still have some headroom here, so I'm not really limited by the thermal situation currently, but I would be soon. So I could have maybe overclocked the GPU a little bit. I've placed a plus 200 on the PBO for the GPU to get a little bit more graphics performance. These are the settings for the memory. I'm running at 8000 with FCLK 2000 and UCLK at 2000. So everything is synchronized. And the reason for having FCLK so like synchronized to this UCLK is that I'm running with the crappy coolers, so I cannot really raise the FCLK super high without incurring into like thermal limits. So I might as well just synchronize it at 2000, and that gives me on average a little bit better performance on some latency bound benchmarks. So yeah, this is getting very slow. And what else? Yeah, the system is tuned for hours and hours and days and days. Like actually, I think I've been tuning this machine for 2 weeks, and I've been setting every single core with the proper curve offset to the maximum, like squeezing every single digit on the curve offset. For example, some cores are running at minus 24, another is 26, another is 28. I think the maximum I got was 29. No core was actually able to run 30. And I did that by running Core Cycler, and then running Prime 95, and then running Y Cruncher, all these benchmarks for the CPU that would signal me which core is actually crashing one way or the other, so I can properly diagnose and get to the best stable result. Let's just wait for the players to show. So here we are, the game is starting. Now we will have the usual glitch where FSR doesn't work in the helicopter scene. I hope you can see the FPS counter on the top right. And here's the 50 that I usually see. So now we have the very pixelated graphics as always in this area. I think that they really placed the counter for the FPS in a bad spot. Could have been a little bit higher there. So let's pass the leadership. I have no idea where to go. I don't really care. Okay, here we are. And as you can see, the graphics are amazing. Like, I really like the looks of this game, even on this system, on this low-end APU that is currently selling for 180 euros. Now, for the memory, it's another story. Memory prices are a lot higher now than they were just 2 weeks ago. But I'm running on a 32 gigabytes kit, which is not ideal. This machine really likes 48 gigabyte and the new M.2 Hynix kits that kind of get even higher clocks and are less demanding on memory controller. I tried to run 8400 on this and it was not possible, just wouldn't stabilize ever. I could play some games with that 8400. I could finish Firestrike, for example, but wouldn't pass more than half an hour of Y-Cruncher or any other real stress test. So I had to settle for 8000, as 8200 wouldn't synchronize with any FCLK and UCLK combination to have all them at the same speed. There is not a common divider for that. Okay, so nice. Again, as you can see, the game looks incredible. I mean, in my opinion, that's my. I really like the developers here. Battlefield and Ark Riders are the two games that really are pushing all the other developers and doing their proper job and optimizing the visuals for every setting. By the way, Ark Riders is the next game I'm gonna try on this, as I've already seen this performing very good on this kind of low-end systems. Okay, so another thing is that apparently the settings that I changed, the last settings that I changed didn't really make any difference. So let's turn screen space back. Okay, what's happening? Okay, my friend is calling me. I had some stutters. I think it was related to maybe changing the settings, or maybe something about my internet connection, which is awful. But yeah, we managed this. So I think I'm gonna play now. I don't think you're really interested in seeing all the gameplay because I'm not good. Ciao!